For 4.5 billion years, this star has been a steady, gentle guardian, bathing Earth in just the right amount of light and heat to turn a rocky ball into a cradle of life. But this peaceful era will not last forever. Deep within the sun's core, a silent, unstoppable process is unfolding, one that will one day cause our star to swell, roar, and scorch our world until every last drop of Earth oceans boils away into space. This is not science fiction. This is the hard-proven science of stellar evolution, and it is the fate written into the very atoms of our solar system. Let us take a journey billions of years into the future, to the day the sun's expansion erases Earth's oceans and changes our corner of the cosmos forever. To understand why the sun will expand, we must first understand how it lives today. The sun is a main sequence star, the most stable phase of a star's life, and it has been in this phase for nearly 4.6 billion years. At its core, temperatures reach 15 million degrees Celsius, hot enough to fuse hydrogen atoms into helium. This nuclear fusion releases an enormous amount of energy, light, heat, and radiation that pushes outward from the core. This outward pressure perfectly balances the inward crush of the sun's own gravity, creating a delicate equilibrium that keeps the sun's size and temperature steady. For us on Earth, this balance is everything. It gives us a consistent climate, liquid water, and the thin atmosphere that protects us from harmful cosmic rays. Every sunrise, every wave in the ocean, every blade of grass exists because this fusion reaction in the sun's core holds steady. But here is the cruel truth of stars: they run on fuel, and their fuel is finite. The sun has a limited supply of hydrogen in its core, and it is burning through that supply every single second. In about 5 billion years from today, the sun's core will run out of hydrogen fuel. The fusion reactions that have powered the star for billions of years will sputter and stop. Without that outward fusion pressure, gravity will take over. The sun's core will collapse inward, shrinking and heating up to extreme temperatures, hotter than it has ever been in its entire life. This intense heat will trigger a new kind of fusion. Hydrogen will start burning in a thin shell surrounding the dead helium core. This shell fusion is far more energetic and unstable than the core fusion that sustained the sun for billions of years. The outer layers of the sun, no longer held in check by the old balance, will be pushed outward by this new violent energy. And that is when the expansion begins. At first, the change will be slow, almost unnoticeable to any life that might still exist on Earth. The sun will grow brighter and slightly larger, raising Earth's average temperature by a few degrees. Polar ice caps will melt completely, raising sea levels and submerging coastal cities. Rainforests will dry out, and weather patterns will spiral into chaos. But this is just the prelude. As the sun continues to expand, it will transform from a calm yellow star into a red giant, a bloated, glowing behemoth that will dominate the sky. Its radius will swell to dozens of times its current size, and its surface temperature will drop, giving it a deep, menacing red glow. But do not be fooled by the cooler surface. The red giant sun will emit far more total energy than it does today, and that energy will slam into Earth with unrelenting fury. The critical turning point comes when Earth's average temperature climbs above 100 degrees Celsius, the boiling point of water at sea level. On that day, the oceans will not just warm, they will begin to boil. Imagine every ocean, every sea, every lake on Earth bubbling, steaming, and evaporating into the atmosphere. The water will turn into vapor, filling the sky with thick hot clouds that trap even more heat, creating a runaway greenhouse effect that no force on Earth can stop. The boiling will not be a gentle simmer. It will be a violent global cataclysm. Waves will turn into scalding steam, and the surface of the water will bubble so fiercely that it looks like a planet-wide cauldron. Marine life, from the tiniest plankton to the largest whales, will perish instantly, boiled alive in their own habitats. The oceans that once covered 71% of Earth's surface will start to vanish, day by day, year by year. As the water vapor rises into the upper atmosphere, the sun's powerful solar winds will take over. The solar wind is a stream of charged particles that constantly flows from the sun, and in its red giant phase, this wind will be thousands of times stronger than it is today. It will strip away the water molecules from Earth's atmosphere, breaking them apart into hydrogen and oxygen, and blasting them out into deep space. The water will not just stay in the sky, it will be lost forever to the cosmos. Over time, the skies will clear, but what remains will be a planet without oceans, without clouds, without any trace of the blue world we know. Earth will become a dry, barren rock, its surface cracked and scorched by the unfiltered heat of the red giant someday. The air will be thin and toxic, with almost no atmosphere left to shield the surface. Temperatures on the ground will soar to hundreds of degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead and turn rock soft. The sun's expansion will not stop there. It will continue to swell, growing so large that it will engulf the innermost planets of our solar system. Mercury will be the first to go swallowed whole by the sun's roiling plasma. Next will be Venus, a planet already hot enough to melt lead, which will be incinerated and dissolved into the sun's outer layers. Earth will sit just at the edge of the sun's expanding envelope. Some models suggest Earth will be dragged inward by the sun's gravity and swallowed entirely. Others predict it will remain just outside, but be baked to a crisp until there is nothing left but a charred, airless core. Either way, the Earth we know, the world of oceans, forests, and life, will cease to exist. The blue planet will be a memory erased by the star that once gave it life. You might wonder, is there any way to stop this? Can we save Earth, oceans, or our planet from this fate? The hard truth is, no stellar evolution is a fundamental law of the universe, and no technology, no matter how advanced, can change the way stars live and die. The sun's expansion is not a choice. It is a natural part of being a star, like our Sunday. But this does not mean humanity is doomed to vanish with the oceans. If our species survives long enough, if we become an interstellar civilization, we can leave Earth behind. We can colonize other planets, orbit other stars, and carry the memory of our blue world with us to the far reaches of the galaxy. The loss of Earth's oceans is a tragedy for our home, but it is not the end of life or of intelligence in the cosmos. What makes this story so profound is that it is not unique to our solar system. Every single star in the universe that is similar in size to the Sun will follow this same path: stable main sequence, life hydrogen depletion, core collapse, red giant expansion, and the destruction of any nearby habitable worlds. Billions of planets across the Milky Way have already met this fate. Their oceans boiled away, their life snuffed out by their aging stars. Billions more will suffer the same end in the billions of years to come. This is the cycle of the cosmos. Stars are born. They create the elements for life. They nurture planets, and then they destroy those planets, only to scatter their stardust back into space, to form new stars, new planets, and new life. The death of our sun, and the boiling of Earth oceans, are not just an end. They are part of a beginning, a cosmic cycle that has repeated since the Big Bang, and will continue long after our solar system is gone. As we look up at the sun today, we see a constant, unchanging presence in our sky. But it is anything but unchanging. It is a living, breathing star, burning through its fuel, moving steadily toward its red giant phase. Every time you look at the ocean, every time you feel the sun on your skin, you are witnessing a fleeting, precious moment in the life of our solar system. The oceans will boil, the sun will expand, and Earth will change beyond recognition, but the wonder of the universe will remain. We are lucky to live in the quiet, golden age of our sun, a time when life thrives, and oceans glisten under a gentle star. We are lucky to be able to study this cosmic fate, to understand the science behind it, and to marvel at the vast, awe-inspiring rules that govern the stars. The day Earth oceans boil away is billions of years in the future, far beyond the lifespan of any human, any civilization, any species that currently calls this planet home. But it is a day that will come as sure as the sun rises tomorrow. It is a reminder that nothing in the universe is permanent, not stars, not planets, not even the oceans that cover our world. Yet in that impermanence there is beauty. The universe is constantly evolving, constantly creating, constantly moving forward. Our sun will die, Earth will change, but the cosmos will keep turning, and new worlds will be born from the ashes of ours. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.